a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Canes in the hurry-up.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Makes a move. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Church. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Trying play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll run play action. And as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. 3rd play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this quarterback, laser focus. He found the matchup. Great job reading coverage, and that was an absolute dime deep down the field.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll keep it himself. Jukes his way for more. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Give him 6. Touchdown, Miami!
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 7 over Auburn. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Cane attitude.
Attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man on the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Out out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
He'll run it again. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sideline.
Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. No huddle here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and Big.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The throw to the outside is complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Off the play fake. There's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the draw. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? He'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's right down the boulevard. That slices the lead to 2.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Catch in the middle. It's Gilbert. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the 1st down. 4th down coming. And the Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Now on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Using his legs, it's Church. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. Now the play fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Allen. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense there goes zone coverage. Maybe confused the quarterback a little bit. Forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long. He has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to the ground. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. The Canes are in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man to the left. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's got him. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Adams. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Clemson set up with another 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man on the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Try to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 3rd and goal where the strong come through. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Hand off from the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw, using the quick game. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here's the handoff. Nice move to keep running. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Canes.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Upshaw. Into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune. This breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Pulls it and fires to the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The come to the line with a new set of downs.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw one interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. Coming into this game, he wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today. He's doing just that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Got a man. It's Moore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Strong, firm tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Back to pass on second down. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. They'll run play action. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Unloads to the wideout. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Gets it out fast. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good.
Caught near the sticks. It's Upshaw.
An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wait till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.